What if I told you that you could build a full coloring book business without ever having to upload a book to Amazon KDP? A business that brings in daily sales, grows your own audience, and keeps 100% of the profits without dealing with print files, royalty cuts, or algorithm shifts. That's exactly what we're talking about today. In this video, I'm going to walk you through step by step how to build a real profitable digital coloring book business without KDP. We are going to get into it all. I'll tell you how to find your niche, how to create high quality printable coloring books, how to build your own website and your own online store, drive traffic, and turn it into a sustainable long-term brand. If you are new here, welcome, I'm Caroline. I'm a self-publisher who has been creating and selling books on Amazon for over 7 years, and on this channel, I show other people how to do the same. And if you did see my last video not too long ago titled, "You Don't Need KDP to Sell Coloring Books," this video is the follow-up. In that last video, I showed you why KDP isn't the only path for coloring book creators. You guys absolutely loved it. And the idea of creating a coloring book business without Amazon KDP. And so many of you actually reached out asking for more information about how to actually go ahead and do this. So in this video, we're going deeper. You're about to see how you can actually take that idea and turn it into a real business. So in that last video, we talked about how there are thousands of creators selling digital coloring books through their own websites. And the reason that it is so powerful is because you control everything. Your pricing, your customer list, and the fact that you can actually contact your customers if you want to. Unlike KDP, where Amazon owns the customer and dictates your royalties, with digital downloads, you get instant payments and zero printing costs. But as I mentioned, after that video, I got so many comments from people saying things like, okay, I love that idea, but how do I actually build it? So that's what this video is, a complete roadmap to building your digital coloring book business step by step. So step one, choose your coloring book niche. The very first step is choosing your niche. Even though you are selling away from Amazon, niching down is still just as important because it helps you stand out and it helps you attract the right kind of customers. Here's some things to think about when picking your niche. Who do you want to create for? What kind of designs are they searching for? And what emotion or purpose will your books serve? Let me give you a few examples. Mindfulness and self-care coloring pages for adults who want to relax. Cute animal or kawaii designs for kids. Holiday themed packs like Christmas or Halloween. Or even things like teacher resources, coloring sheets tied to learning topics, for example. When you sell directly, it's not about chasing bestseller ranks or search volume. It's about building a brand that people are going to remember. So let's say you create cozy hygge style designs. Your store could be called something like Coloring Book Haven, and the whole vibe is about warmth, relaxation, and creativity. That's a brand that people will buy from again and again. To even get some ideas, you can search places like Pinterest or Etsy. Both platforms are very popular for coloring book enthusiasts. I just popped in coloring pages, but even if you tried something like mindful coloring pages, whatever keywords are going to be similar to the kind of books and pages you'll be creating, and it will just give you an idea of the kind of brands that are out there, the kind of coloring pages that are out there, and also where possibly your coloring pages and brand could fit on social media platforms like this. So pick one theme and stick with it because consistency builds trust and trust builds sales. Step two, create your digital coloring books. Next, you actually need to go and create your products. So that's your coloring books or your coloring pages or your printable packs or bundles, however you want to have it set up. The good news, you definitely don't need expensive tools or an art degree to do this. Here's what you will need. You will need some sort of design tool like Canva, Procreate, or Affinity Designer. Usually what you already have is going to be the best. Don't sit and wait until you can afford something like Adobe Photoshop if you wanted to, or don't take months and months learning a brand new graphic design program just to be able to create these. Just use what you've got to get started. You're going to need clean, professional line art drawn either by yourself, created with AI and then cleaned up, or purchased from commercial use sources. You'll just need a very simple layout. Traditionally, coloring books were always created in that 8.5-inch by 11-inch size, but over the last year or so, the trend has been that square format of book. 8.5 by 8.5 inch. You just need black and white line drawings and no gray shading, which we sometimes call grayscale in coloring books. You don't want any of that. Coloring book pages these days are a lot less complex than what we used to see in coloring books, which is actually a great thing because it just makes it so much easier for people who don't have graphic design skills or people who don't have illustration skills to be able to create these kinds of things ourselves. And then once you do have your illustrations or your pages, you just need to make sure you save them as a high resolution PDF or PNG set. If you are using something like Canva, I highly recommend it. It is free to get started with Canva, and you can easily create a 30 or 40 page book using your designs and export it from there as a PDF. If you are more advanced, you can even create your own custom designs in Procreate or in Adobe Illustrator or Photoshop. And just keep in mind, just try to remember that digital products are all about the experience. So you can still include things that a traditional physical coloring book would have, like a cover page on the inside, an internal cover page, instructions for printing, maybe a thank you page in there, maybe a color swatch page in there, a page with a link to join your email list or a link to go get some bonus coloring pages. These small touches are things that make your digital coloring book feel a lot more premium. And here's a quick pro tip. Make sure that your designs print well in black and white without any heavy ink areas. So print them out yourself and test them out because people are going to be printing these out at home. So clean outlines matter. Step 3, brand it like a business. Once you have created your first digital coloring page, your first product, it's time to think beyond a single coloring book and start building a coloring book brand. Branding is what makes your store feel like a real business instead of just a one-off product. So start to think about things like a brand name, a logo, your color palette or fonts, and just your overall tone that you want your brand to have. If your niche is calm and mindful, your visuals should reflect that. So you'd be using soft colors, clean designs, simple fonts. But if your niche is kids coloring books or kids activity books, your visuals should be bright, a lot of use of primary colors, playful, and full of energy. A strong brand builds trust. It also makes your website, your Pinterest posts, and email marketing look cohesive, which helps customers remember you and then return to buy more. Step 4, it is time to build your online store. Now, here comes the part that ties everything together, your website. If you are selling digital products, which we are, we're going to be selling digital coloring books, your website is your storefront, your marketing hub, and your customer hub all in one. And this is where Hostinger, the sponsor of today's video, makes things so easy. This video is sponsored by Hostinger, one of the easiest and most affordable ways to get your website up and running with literally just a few clicks. And something that is particularly important for us is that they do not charge any transaction fees on digital products, unlike other platforms who do take a cut from every single sale. But more on that later. We are going to get into the finer details in just a moment. But for now, here's how it works. Go to hostinger.com and choose a plan. We are going to be joining up to the business plan. It is exactly what we need to be able to access the AI website builder and build an online store. And this is perfect timing because Hostinger are currently having their Black Friday sale. Now, the discount may vary depending on when you are watching this video, but their Black Friday Cyber Monday discount is 85% off the 48-month plan. So all you need to do is select the 48-month plan. You get the best price available with that one. It's so much cheaper than a 1-month plan, and you get a free domain name plus an extra 3 months for free. To sweeten the deal even more, I have a special coupon code that will get you an extra 10% off just by using the code SPC during checkout. If you do want to take advantage of the free domain name, just search for your domain name here. If you know exactly what you want, pop it in, see if it's available. Otherwise, pop in some keywords related to your website, your coloring books, and see what comes up that might be available for you. So let's continue on setting up this business plan. And once that is all done, now comes the fun part, building your store. And look, don't worry if you have no idea about how to build a website. The AI website builder makes it so easy. Let me show you. We're just going to go set up our hosting and we're just going to go through and answer a few questions. We're going to be creating a new website. We want to use the hosting a website builder. You just need to enter in the domain name that you have registered for this website. And this is where the AI website builder is going to shine. All you need to do is explain to AI what your business is, what your brand is, what it's all about, and you are going to have a fully built and functioning online store. So even if you are a total beginner and you have never had experience with websites or online stores, this is going to make it super easy for you. You can have your shop online the very same day. So all I've done here is I've entered in a brand name. I've popped in a description of what the website is going to be. It's popped up a suggestion here that we want to add the online store to my site from the description that I added in, which is what we definitely want to do because we want to sell our digital products, our digital coloring books, and then all we do is click create a website, and Hostinger is going to work its magic in just a minute or two. So I think that took less than a minute, and we have a fully built, fully functioning website with an online store where we can sell our digital coloring books. So all you need to do is go through the design it's created and update or change things that you want to. Now, if you are not happy with what it gives you, all you need to do is click the create again button and it will create a different version, and you can continue doing that until you are happy with the website. You can adjust the color palette to match your branding colors, and then later on you can customize that even further if you want to. And then the next step is to continue setting up your store, where we'll be able to edit the content, the images, add products, and all that fun stuff. And they have AI tools throughout this whole hosting product that's going to allow AI to help you, not just setting up the website like what we just did, but also for all sorts of other things. So AI can help you set up your products and your product listing. It also has the option of using AI to create blog posts and create content for your website if you also want to add these extra pieces of content for your customers. So let's say we want to update this image. Let's say this background image isn't exactly what we want. It's not the right aesthetic for our website. So we can just use the AI image generator, pop in a description of the type of image we do want to have in that background, and it'll create an image for you. So you don't need to be spending the time searching through stock image websites looking for the perfect image. Pop in a description of what image you want exactly on your website, and the AI image generator will create it for you. So let's add our first product. So if we click add a product, we're going to be adding a digital product, and we're going to take the fast and easy way. We're going to upload an image and generate those product details using AI. So all you need to do is add a picture of the cover of the coloring book, because that's going to be our main image for the product. The AI tool takes the details from that and it creates your product title, subtitle, and the description. So just read through, edit anything that you want to edit. We add in our pricing, and then we just upload our file, which is what customers are going to receive once they have made a purchase on your website. That product will automatically get emailed to them, and then we can save that product and move on and add the next one, which should be done in no time, using the AI tools to help you generate those product listing. Once you've added in all your products, you can set up a payment method, and this is just basically how you're going to receive the payments, how you're going to allow your customers to pay on your website. Once that is all set up, you are ready to hit live, publish your website, and make it available for everybody to come and purchase your digital coloring books. So if you've been dreaming of building your own online store for your coloring books, check out the link in the description below for the Hostinger Black Friday Cyber Monday sale. And don't forget your special discount on your hosting plan with my code. Now, once your website and your online store is all set up, it is time to bring people to it. So step number 5, drive traffic and make sales. Now that your store is live, you need traffic, and not just any traffic, but people who love coloring and creativity. Let's talk about where to find them. Number 1, Pinterest. Pinterest is the perfect platform for printable and coloring content. Create pins for your products, blog posts, and free coloring pages. Pinterest acts as a long-term traffic source. Your pins can keep generating clicks months or years later. Number 2, social media. TikTok is ideal for short visual content. Show mini time-lapse clips of coloring, behind the scenes of your designs, or print and color sessions. You don't need to show your face. Your artwork can be the content. I have shared many videos about low content books that have built full-time businesses because of TikTok. I would suggest you go back and check those out if you are interested in using TikTok for promoting your books. Instagram is also great because it is also a very visual platform, and you can very quickly and easily repurpose the videos that you make for TikTok and post them on Instagram. It doesn't take much extra time to do that. So you're hitting 2 social media platforms at the same time with not a lot of extra work. And number 3, email lists and freebies. Offer a free download, maybe a few coloring pages for free in exchange for an email sign up. Then you can use that email list to send updates, seasonal launches, new coloring pages, new coloring packs, new coloring bundles. Building your email list is the most valuable thing that you can do for your book business. And number 4, Etsy. Even though we are talking about building outside of Amazon KDP and building your own online store, something that you have 100% control of, Etsy can still be part of your ecosystem. Use Etsy as a discovery platform. Sell a few digital listings and then include links or coupons leading people to your website. It's a great way to grow your email list and at the same time get an additional stream of income from people who wouldn't have found you otherwise, and you can then direct them to your website for future purposes. And remember, your audience is built through consistency, not virality. If you post something every day, even in just small pieces, you'll build recognition pretty quickly. Step 6, add passive income layers. Once you do have some traffic and you've got maybe a couple of bestsellers, it's time to scale your business. And this is where your digital coloring book business becomes truly passive. You can add things like monthly memberships, and in that membership, you can offer new pages every month for a small subscription fee. These are a couple of real world examples of brands doing this already. The first one I've got here is Blueberry Co. Club, and they basically give you access to a library of hundreds of coloring sheets where they also upload new sheets every month. There are bonus digital downloads, and they charge $7 per month for that subscription, or $60 per year. And the next one I want to share is Rad and Happy, which also has a subscription or a membership. Each month they offer 10 or 20 new coloring pages, and they charge $7.77 per month. And this is just a really smart income stream to add to your business because it's going to require very little extra effort on your part. You're already creating or purchasing these coloring pages. You just need to do a few extra that you can upload into your membership or send out to members. And recurring streams of income are something that you can build up to something quite substantial. If you are willing to be consistent, it's something that will take a bit of time to build up, but can have massive rewards if you stick with it. Something else that you can add on and create an additional stream of income with is bundled packs. So you can combine your books into themed sets for a higher price point. You can also do printable add-ons. So you can create companion items. So things like printable bookmarks, affirmation cards, or wall art, for example. If you've ever looked at any of the top Etsy printable sellers, many of them are already doing this. Some of the creators on there are selling thousands and thousands of downloads because they turn one type of design into multiple products and multiple offers. And that's the beauty of digital. Once a product is created, you don't have to do anything to it again, and it can sell forever. So step number 7, building long-term assets. Now, if you want your digital coloring book business to grow long-term, there are some things you will need to focus on. Keep building your email list. It is your safety net against any kind of algorithm changes, any kind of changes on your social media platforms that might affect your reach or your viewers in a negative way. Create upsells. For example, after somebody downloads a book or a coloring pack, then during the checkout process, offer a bundle at a discount. It's a great way to get a higher order value from somebody who is already so warmed up because they are already in the checkout process. Introduce seasonal launches to keep your store fresh, and maybe think ahead about related digital products. Maybe things like planners, journals, or themed printables. Pretty much any kind of low content book that you can buy physically can also be created into a digital version. And as I mentioned earlier, things like bookmarks or wall art or even digital stickers that complement your coloring books are all fantastic related add-on products that you can think about and start adding to your brand as time goes on. The idea is to build a brand ecosystem where every product connects to the next. Every product in your store makes sense because they're all related and connected. And once you do have that, you're no longer depending on a single platform like Amazon KDP. You've built your own publishing business on your own terms. So here is the full roadmap for building your digital coloring book business without KDP. Choose your niche, create high quality digital books, brand your identity, launch your website with Hostinger, drive traffic with Pinterest, TikTok, Instagram, Etsy, and email, add income layers, and keep building your long-term assets. If you follow these steps, you will not only make more profit per sale, you'll also have something far more powerful: ownership, your audience, your brand, and your creative freedom. So if you are ready to take control of your publishing business, check the description down below for the links to Hostinger, plus that coupon code to get even more discount. And if you did enjoy this video, YouTube thinks that you might like these ones too. So please go check them out to learn more about publishing your own low and medium content books. Thank you so much for watching. I'll see you in the next video.